Wait for it. Move the wine. It's coming, it's coming.
Oh, I do like to be beside the sea. Oh, I do like to be beside the sea. I do like to walk along the from where the bands all play.
Diddly pum.
I do like to be beside
Oh, Bernard Manning, bless him. He was not PC, eh? I'll leave this on because I don't think there'll be any copyright infringements on this one. So it's Father's Day here. Got this. My daughter took after me because we had a second-hand antique collector's shop in the 90s and she's got the bug. So she does go in op shops. I will play this one at some point. There's heaps. She's got me heaps. Before I get to the politics, you can't make it up. Don't laugh. 20 years I've resisted these very, very comfortable shoes. Finally got a pair today. I think the boys will like them as well. I've joined the Croc fraternity. So, what are we up to? I was going to do my news show tomorrow, but there's so much going on, isn't there? Angela Rayner. What has not been publicised too much, apart from her, she was actually dodging that 40 grand, we know that. Thought she could get away with that. But did you actually know, on top of that, she used, because she's got a disabled son, right? And they got the family home where he resides, and he gets funding. So there's a fund from the National Health Service, which you pay for, taxpayers. That's fine for disabled people. And she used £175,000 of his money to get her little apartment in Hove. You literally can't make that up, can you? And if that shouldn't be a scandal, I don't know what is. And I say it every single time in my news show, don't I? No accountability. So she's been caught. She'll most probably pay the 40 grand and she'll get away with it. And did you also know, because I did some more digging, because the Labour Party, she is buying, it's in process at the moment, negotiating with her lawyers, buying a large hotel. You know where that one's going to go, don't you? With the Labour government giving all these hotels this massive amounts of money that they shouldn't be getting given. So she's buying a hotel. What the fucking merry fuck has happened to the Labour Party? Honestly. So David Lammy, do you want to know about him? So he's a barrister. Keir Starmer, barrister. You can't make it up, eh? Two fucking useless people. He is useless as well. Did you know he tweeted a while back, I think it was about 10 years ago, but the funny thing is, tweets, even my video, and if I suddenly wanted to become a MP, they'd be able to go through my Facebook and social media and go, what an absolute fucking bastard he is. Do you know what I mean? So, with him, they found the tweet where he said, as an MP, he's doing the working class thing again, isn't he? He's a barrister, he's not a fucking working class man. But he turned round in this tweet, and I posted it on my Facebook page, so if you want to have a look on my Facebook profile page, he basically said he was brought up in tax credits. He remembered his mother getting tax credits to help bring him up as an ordinary working class man. Someone looked into that, and I already knew anyway. Tax credits didn't come in till he was 32 years old. He must have been a big boy. 32 years old, and he said, I remember my mum getting tax credits for me. He would have been 32. So already you got another fucking liar. Two lying bastard fucking barristers in charge of the UK. Then you got Rachel Reeves, the office complaints lady, in charge of your finances, and it's just going from bad to worse, and you've got another 3.5 odd fucking years of it. Then I looked at reform. You know, I'm doing a piece on reform. And now I'm disappointed because Rupert Lowe, even my friend, she's a wannabe MP. She was all, oh, isn't Rupert Lowe lovely and everything, but she's now toeing the line, totally distanced herself from him as well. And he is a nice guy, Rupert Lowe. If you research him, he's Great Yarmouth MP, independent now. It's amazing how many independent MPs are coming out, eh? So you know he was scandalised by kicking out of the Reform Party because Nigel Farage and his then Zia, they put false allegations together. This is where it gets sleazy. They put false allegations together of bullying and stuff in the workplace, and then they retracted it later on after they kicked him out of the party. Yeah. Well, now I'm more for Lee Anderson than Nigel, but now I've gone off Lee as well because you know this dog scandal. It was Lee Anderson that leaked it, and he thought, Rupert has brought out a statement, he thought he was a good friend and he was the only one I told outside the family about the dog that he shot. And he said he told him that 17-year-old dog, he didn't want to take it to the vets, lay it on a stainless steel table and then get an injection and die. He just wanted him to be in a loving environment where he shot him peacefully on his land. And he told Lee Anderson, and Lee Anderson waited, and then he fucking well bloody ripped his heart out by telling the press. The more I dig, and you know I've been digging, and I dig, and the deeper I go, the less I even trust Reform Party. There's so much up here about the Reform Party. They're still better than Labour. Labour are finished. They're not Conservatives. Tory Party are completely finished. I don't know what's next for the UK. And on the UK, I get friends going, how dare you talk about British politics when you now fucked off and live in New Zealand? And I reply, I've got a British passport. That's the only passport I have, and in the back of the passport says I am a permanent resident of New Zealand. But primarily, the UK is my place of origin. And I can't comment on politics living in New Zealand. But it's all right for them to post Putin is an arsehole, Trump is a wanker, yes, North Korea is not a nice place. So they're all right. They've not even been to these places, but these arseholes who tell me I haven't got the right anymore to talk about the UK can put on Facebook Putin's an arsehole without even fucking looking at the stats, looking at him, or what Trump's done and the 150,000 illegals he's already deported that he promised he was going to do. And they have the fucking sauce to say I have no right commenting on British politics anymore when they, you get me? Fucking wankers. I've deleted a lot of people lately, I tell you. Especially the ones that called me a fascist because I dare to say Reform and most probably the party. I do believe in the core of Reform. I don't believe in Nigel. I'm now... When you get alarm bells, eh? When you get alarm bells, that's a bit like when people use me. When you feel you're being used, you know you're being used. So when I'm looking at a party and I'm feeling I'm being a bit conned, I know I'm being conned. I do try and find as much good in that party as I can. I know people in the party, and as I say, one lady, she will become an MP, but why I'm looking at it, I've gone deeper. They all toe the line. They have to toe the line. Because Nigel will have the whip, he'll have a whip. The whip is basically a guy who says, you fucking do as you're told. It's like a dictatorship. And people are like a neo-Nazi thing, which I don't agree with. But they are racking up the country over these illegals, and I get that. But then you got GB News, I've looked into that, because that's basically a Nigel Farage fucking channel. And they say they're impartial. They're not. They're no different than the BBC or ITV or any of the other fucking channels around the world. You know? I just don't get it anymore, and I don't now get Reform. And then all them people that turned up at the rally, Lucy Connolly there, and she now voted for Reform. There's got to be a party, but I don't know if this is the way forward for a party. Anyway, that was just my thought of the day. These fucking idiots that say I have no right to comment. So I'll just finish off, and I had this came up. So I followed the grocer's daughter, right? And these are only facts that I literally look at. So when David Lammy, they said in this tweet, he said, I actually researched it, and it is out there, and I actually posted next to it what he actually said. But with Reform Party, remember, a lot of what they're talking about is against the Muslims. But I told you the other week, and I did a news channel on it. I'm most probably blending into the background now, hey? You like my Vision On t-shirt? Good old Vision On. Yes, Tony Hart. So, where was I? I'd sidetracked myself. So, with all this Islamic stuff, and we know Muslims do not mix with... What about that fucking poor sod that got arrested? What's going on there? But anyway, you know, the comedian or the comedic writer, I did a piece on that as well. But Islam does not mix with Christians, we know that. And I was looking at Maggie Thatcher. She did a lot of bad things to the economy in the UK, late 80s, early 90s, and I got directly affected by that, as a lot of people did. And the house crashed prices and stuff. But look at this. She says here, Islamic extremists today, this is in 2002, with a Bolshevism in the past is an armed doctrine in the aggressive ideology promoted by fanatical, well-armed devotees. And like communism, it requires all-embracing long-term strategy to defeat it. That was in the New York Times in 2002 by Maggie Thatcher. Got to defeat it. Yet Nigel Farage, on his top table for the Reform Party, when they had their little shindig, they were all Muslims, and they all paid 25 grand to sit at the top table with Nigel Farage. And the chairman, Zia, seems a nice guy, says all the right words. Remember, so did Starmer, but he says all the right words. He's a Muslim. And here, and like communism, it requires an all-embracing long-term strategy to defeat it. Oh well, that's me done for today. I just thought I'd leave you that. And Maggie Thatcher, yes, she did an awful lot of things that are bad. When she sold off everything, I'll just finish off on when she sold off everything. She said the people should not rely on the state. But we are the fucking state. We paid interest. It's ours, it's not hers, and she sold it all. That's balancing up a little bit, but that defeat it. And Nigel Farage is embracing it. Just food for thought. You don't have to agree with me. That's it today. Here. Look, whee! My little world, my Gary world. You have a good one, folks. I'm having a good Father's Day, and I've got my lovely new Crocs on.